Hello guys and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you the all new 2022 Toyota Tundra. This one is the SR5 and this one has two packages. It has the TRD premium package and it does have the TRD convenience package. So I'm going to go ahead and show you all the features it has. Under the hood, there is a 3.5 twin turbocharged V6. It is connected to a 10-speed automatic transmission. This engine produces 389 horses and 479 pound-feet of torque, and the fuel economy numbers on this engine: 17 in the city, 22 highway, and 19 combined. So here is a MSRP sticker for this 2022 Toyota Tundra SR5. If you guys are interested in the packages it has and the standard features it has, just go ahead and pause the video. And the price on this one with destination is $53,663. So if you guys are curious about the color is called silver metallic, and it does look pretty good on this Toyota Tundra. And this one is the double cab with the 6.5 bed, and honestly I really love the design of this Tundra. I think Toyota did a great job, and finally they changed the Tundra. Coming to the front, the grille is massive and this thing just looks aggressive and futuristic, and honestly it just looks amazing. The grille is finished in flat black and it does say TRD right here on the right. Toyota badge is nice and big, and it does say Tundra here in the bottom. And everything right here in the front is LED except the turn signal indicators. I really wish that the turn signal indicators were LED. So for the high and low beam, they are sitting in reflectors and they're all LED. And there is an opening right here to let air in. And yeah, seriously, this thing looks massive, and I just love the way how it looks. The fog lights are located in the bottom, but I really like the location of them. They're not all the way in the bottom, but they're just right underneath the grille, and I think the location is perfect. This one does have front parking sensors, and yeah, I just love the way how this thing looks like. It's nice and sharp. But let's go ahead and move to the side and I'll show you the side view of this Toyota Tundra. Here is a side view of this Toyota Tundra, and honestly I think Toyota killed it with the design. I really like those two aggressive lines. There's one on the bed and there is one on the front fender, and I really like the fact that the headlights, they get extended into the fender and that sharp line stays there from the extension from that headlight. And yeah, overall I really like the design. It does say Tundra in the bottom, it is finished in black, and it does say SR5 up there. And the window trims are all finished in flat black, and there is a good amount of gloss black around the windows. And there is no TRD anymore. Basically there is no TRD trim anymore. It's a package, so you have to choose the SR5 package to be able to get the TRD package. And it does say TRD 4x4 Sport right there. And for the rims, I think the design looks very good, and there is a good amount of rubber. The size is 265/60/20, so design looks good. They're finished in matte black, and the rubber is nice and aggressive. And yeah, overall Toyota did a great job with basically everything right here on the side, and I really like the front, the side, and the back of this Tundra. On the mirrors, there is a blind spot monitoring system. This comes with the convenience package, the TRD convenience package, and the mirrors do have turn signal indicators on them, and the bottom of the mirrors are finished in gloss black, which gives it a nice look. But let's go ahead and move to the back and I'll show you the back view of this Toyota Tundra. So for the back of the Tundra, I personally think it looks good, and it kind of reminds me of the GMC Sierra, but you guys let me know what you think. The taillights have a really nice look, and everything right here in the back is LED. So the running light, the turn signal indicators, and the reverse, which is in the bottom, they're all LED. This Tundra does have rear parking sensors, and I really love the fact that it says Tundra on the tailgate, and it is nice and big. And overall the lines on the tailgate, they look amazing. And this line right here on the side looks very, very good. And I completely forgot, but there is actually a sensor in the front. It does have a Toyota Safety Sense 2.5. It is located in a very nice place. And here is the button for the lift gate. It's not a handle, it's a button. So there's a rubber button right behind this plastic piece. It does say Toyota right here, which is a nice touch, and the backup camera is located right here. And yeah, overall I really like the lines on the tailgate. It does say 4x4 on the left, finished in flat black, finished in matte black, and this is finished in ABS plastic, and reverse lights are LED, and there is this plastic trim in the bottom, and here is the hitch receiver. And yeah guys, I really like the back of this Tundra. Here's the key of this Tundra. It looks alright. It's very light and feels honestly very cheap. Usually Toyota doesn't do a good job with their keys. There is no brushed aluminum or any chrome or anything like that around this key, and yeah, the key just feels very light. It does have 4 buttons on it. It does have lock, unlock, tailgate release, and a panic button. And the Toyota logo is in the bottom, so I'm glad that they put the Toyota logo in the bottom. Let's go ahead and open the tailgate. It does have soft release. It does fold down quick, I noticed. This is the second time I'm dropping the lift gate down, or the tailgate down. And yeah, at first it does drop fast and then slows down at the end. Inside, there is a very good amount of space. Again guys, this one has the 6.5 bed, and with the audio package, it does give you basically those LED lights, and it does add an AC outlet here in the back, which is of course nice. And I think there is another one inside the truck. But yeah, the size of this bed is good. And again guys, this is the double cap, so basically the back seats are not as spacious. And there is 2 LED lights up there, which is nice. And I want to mention this because I noticed it when I was closing the tailgate. The tailgate is actually nice and light. It's kind of heavy at first, but then it gets very light when you bring it up there, so that's nice. For the door handle, it is finished in the same color as the truck, but the bottom portion of it is finished in gloss black. This is the sensor to lock the truck, and to unlock it, just go ahead and put your hand behind the door handle, and that will take care of unlocking the truck. So here is the front door panel, and the front door panel looks good. This top portion right here is nice and soft, so that's good. And it does have this brushed aluminum trim, which is nice. This whole thing right here is finished in plastic, and it does feel a little bit on the cheaper side. It does say Toyota right here, and I think this is Toyota old font. It does look very nice. And the armrest is not too bad. It's a little bit on the harder side. The door handle is finished in brushed aluminum. It does feel a little bit on the lighter side, but it's not too bad. Here are the window switches, mirror controls, door locks. I'm not a big fan of the window switches. They really don't look that good. I really wish there was some brushed aluminum on them. And seems like all of them are automatic up and down. And coming down, there is this gray trim, then brushed aluminum. This is plastic. This is soft plastic. And for a truck, this storage place is not good. It's not deep and it's not wide. So Toyota, I think you should have done, made the bottom of this door bigger, or maybe actually lifted this a little bit up so it's nice and deep to store things inside. Here is the speaker. It does have a nice design to it, and I think there's 10 speakers if I'm not mistaken. I'll correct that if I'm wrong. And for the seats, they're actually extremely comfortable in this Tundra, so I prefer those seats much better than the previous Tundra. And even the design looks very nice, and the leather feels nice and smooth. And yeah, overall they look very good. Lumbar support, power seats or seat controls. And let's go ahead and move inside this Tundra, and I'll show you how it looks like from the inside. Alright, so here is the interior of this 2022 Toyota Tundra. Honestly, it looks very good, and yeah, I really like this redesign. So overall, it looks good. Steering wheel is nice and thick, and usually trucks have very thin steering wheels, but this Tundra has a really nice thick one. In the bottom, this thing is very thick, and it is actually nice and soft, and I just love the way how this steering wheel looks like. All the way to the left, there are going to be some brushed aluminum, or more like a silver trim, gloss black. and the buttons are finished in plastic, but everything looks good, honestly. And I think Toyota did a great job with the buttons, basically everything in this Tundra, because the interior looks so good. Right here on the left, they're going to be the voice command and phone controls. Back button, you have those buttons right here to change that screen in the middle. And right here on the right is basically Toyota Safety Sense 2.5. You'll have the adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist. You could turn on and off the main button, or basically the whole system. Here are the controls, cancel. Then you'll have, I think those are the seek buttons, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so I think those buttons are for the screen, but for some reason they're not working. But yeah, there is a mode right here, and behind the steering wheel there is the wiper controls, and on the left is the headlight controls with the fog light controls. And for the gauges, they do look good, nothing too crazy. They're very easy to understand and read, and I think the screen in the middle is a 4.2-inch screen. I love the fact that it says Tundra right here, and overall design of the gauges look good. And the vents are massive in this Tundra, and there's this silver trim, and this right here is just plastic. I really wish it was soft touch. And down here there's a ton of buttons. There is the cargo light, auto high beam, engine shut off, brightness control, trip reset, and this is the rear, not the rear cross traffic. Basically, if you're backing up and there's a car passing by, or if you're going to hit something, the truck will basically apply the brakes by itself. AC outlet button, heated steering wheel. This is part of an option. I think it's a $500 or $600 option. And then here is the brightness control. I'm not sure what's this for, to be honest with you, but this is the brightness control right here. Maybe this button right here for the lights. So nope, this one is not for the lights. This is the brightness control right here. And this is plastic, very cheap plastic, not a big fan of it. And here is a screen. It does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and it is a 14-inch screen, and I honestly think it looks good. A lot of people might not like it, but I think it does look good. It's definitely like it's in your face kind of screen, but I personally think it looks good. It's not tablet style screen, and it's not integrated into the dash. It's basically both. And yeah, overall I think the system is nice and responsive. It's very nice and quick, so I really like that. And here is the backup camera. Backup camera is okay. Usually Toyota doesn't do a good job with the backup cameras, but there is those lines that move when you turn the steering wheel, which is nice. And coming down, that's where the climate controls are, and everything is bulky in this Tundra. And usually Toyota does make their buttons a little bit bigger than the other manufacturers. So here is the volume control, and by the way, here is the engine shut off or engine start stop. It is finished in red and does say TRD. Here is the trailering braking system, and this Tundra does have heated seats, 3 stages. Climate controls are very easy to use. There's an auto function, and it does have dual climate control, 1 USB right there. And coming down, there is the traction control and the emergency light button, and there is just a ton of storage place in this Tundra. This thing is nice and deep. And right here there is the brake hold and e-brake, and here is the shifter that will control the 10-speed automatic transmission in this Tundra. It does say TRD right here, which is nice, and it does have a sport mode, and it does have plus and minus, so you could basically control your gears this way. I really like the gloss black on the center console. Here are the drive modes. You could rotate this to go from sport, normal, and eco, and it does display it on that screen, which is nice. And if you want to go to tow haul, you just click on it, and they basically will deactivate the drive mode, and it will put it in that tow haul mode. I think Toyota could have just added tow haul with the drive mode, but they decided to add a completely separate button for tow haul, which is fine. Here are the four-wheel drive modes. You basically have 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low. It says push to move it back, so you can't really move it back. You have to push and move it back. And there is very deep cup holders, nice and big, and there's just so much space right here. And let's see if I could open this. So there's a button right here. And actually there's another button right there, which is nice. Inside there's just a ton of space. It's not as deep as something like a GMC Sierra or Chevy Silverado, but it is nice and wide. And there's one USB, one USB-C, coin holders, and the storage place in the middle. And yeah, overall, very good amount of space. And there is space right here. And actually, there's a tray right here, which is very impressive. So I really like the storage places in this Tundra. There's just a ton, and there's 2 cup holders in the back. And up here there's a normal size mirror. It doesn't have the garage control buttons underneath it, or it doesn't have the auto dimming function. And here is glasses holder, LED lights, which is expected, and then SOS, you'll have the switch for the door lights. And right here, the visor feels nice and soft. It is finished in cloth, not plastic. And inside there's a mirror and an LED light. It is nice and bright. And by the way, there is a window in the back. It does open nice and quick. And a storage place right there. And for the glove box, it is nice and deep, so it goes all the way inside, which is nice. And yeah, guys, overall, very, very impressed with this Toyota Tundra. Here's the back door, and Toyota did cheap out back here. So this top portion right here is finished in plastic for $53,000. I really wish that Toyota made this soft. There is this brushed aluminum trim. The door handle is the same weight as the front. This is all finished in plastic, very cheap plastic. Even the armrest is plastic for $53,000. I'm not liking this. Here is a window switch. Again, it doesn't have any brushed aluminum or anything like that on it. And there's this silver trim. I think it does add a nicer look to the door. And the speaker looks good. There is no storage place back here for a truck. I really wish there was a storage place in the bottom of this door. And for the back seats, there's barely any space back here. This is the double cab, which is expected, but I think in something like a Chevy Silverado, you will get more space than this Tundra. The seats feel nice and smooth, and they're nice and comfortable. And here is an armrest. Armrest has a cup holder, has 2 cup holders and a phone holder in the middle. It is wrapped in leather, nice and soft. And by the way, those cup holders are nice and deep. There is an LED light up there, and by the way, there is a sliding window back here. And 2 cup holders in the back. They're nice and deep, and they do have some trim, some silver gray trim around them. And that's how the front of this Tundra looks like. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I would like to thank Colonial, Toyota, and Keith here in Milford, Connecticut for providing me this Toyota Tundra. If you guys are around and if you guys are interested, make sure to come and check them out. I'm going to go ahead and put the information and link in the bottom of this video. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe. And as always, I'll see you next time.